Hi and welcome to your 30-minute yoga practice. Today we're just going to do a nice overall practice, do a little bit of a flow, just move through the joints, move through the body, get the breath moving, get the heart beating, get the liquids moving through the body, and just keep ourselves nice and present to give the brain a bit of a break. Going to start in a seated position. If sitting cross-legged feels a bit tricky, please feel free to sit up on a cushion. If that doesn't work, you can also sit in your butterfly pose. And if that doesn't work for you at all, you can sit with the legs straight out in front of you. Otherwise, just take a moment to find your seat. Shoulders stacking above the hips. You can take a little loop of the shoulders. Palms can just be down on the knees with the arms resting heavy next to the side body. Head level. And when you're ready, the eyes can close. And take a couple nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Breathing in and breathing out. Aware of sensation of the breath, the movement in the body, the sound. And then you try and take it into more of a yogic breath, a diaphragmatic breath, as you take the breath into the lower part of the belly. Alright, and then the eyes can open. Releasing through the neck, you're slowly going to lower chin to chest. Roll right ear to right shoulder. Pause here. And then move back down to center. Roll left ear to left shoulder. Lift the chin slightly away from the base of the throat. And then again back to center and raise the head up. If that felt enough for you, moving side to side, you're going to move side to side. Otherwise, you can work with me. We're going to move full rotations. So chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Stay here if that's enough. Otherwise, start to take the head back. Left ear to left shoulder. And chin back down to chest. I want you to do 4 more like that. Inhale as you take your head back. Exhale as you bring the head forward. 3 more. No rushing, nice and slow and smooth. Alright, well done. Bring the head all the way back up. And then we'll change. So if you're doing side to side, you're just continuing with your side to side movements. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Move slowly as you just feel into this new direction, this new rotation. And let's do 4 more like that. Inhale. Back and exhale forward. Well done. When you've completed those rounds, you can bring the head all the way up. Going to reach the arms up, take a nice full stretch. And then take a forward fold. So you can simply bring the hands out in front of you. Pull the chin in. If you like, you can start to come down to the elbows. press into the hands to come up to sit. Change the cross of the legs. Alright, you're going to float the arms up, taking a nice little side stretch. Bring your right hand down, bring left arm up and over. Try keep your left sit bone grounded so you're not toppling over to the right. Soften the right ear to right shoulder, flip the left palm up and start to move that left hand away from you until your left wrist is in line with your left shoulder. And so here you're just going to move very gently through the neck. You can move this arm gently forward and back as you open the top line of the shoulder, the side line of the neck. And then you can keep that right ear heavy, but lower the left arm. So it's kind of like a side spinal roll until you bring yourself up to sit. Second side, so arms up, over to the left, left hand down, right arm up and over, and again you're grounding that right sit bone down, softening left ear down, reaching over, and then rotate that right palm up to move that arm all the way away from you. Your right wrist in line with right shoulder. Deep breaths. Again, you can just move the head a little bit. You can move that arm slightly forward and back. Just exploring how your body's feeling. And from here, lower right hand down, little side spinal roll to come all the way up. Let's float both arms up, taking a twist to your left. Left hand behind you, right hand across. Lift up through the center of the chest and then rotate towards the left. Try keep the sit bones nice and heavy. The hips relaxed, you're not putting the knees up. Try to soften the knees down. Look forward, second side, reach the arms up, twist to your right. Forward square off, reach the arms up, and we'll take our forward fold over the legs. So again, could be on your hands, simply curling the chin in. You'll feel your own maximum opening. And then honor that. Don't try and force into it. This is not about the ego. This is not about what we look like. This is time where you're putting back into your body, where you're really nurturing it. You're trying to give it space. You're trying to give it some love and attention. Giving it a little bit of a massage, and just slowing down and paying attention. Then let's roll the spine all the way up. Well done. Let's come onto all fours. So into your tabletop position, palms are spread. We're going to tuck the toes under cat-cow. Inhale, moving into your cow pose. Untuck the toes, press onto the tops of the feet for your cat as you curl tailbone down, chin in. Keep going, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. 3 more like that. I'm trying to breathe first and then move. So the breath is not a
kind of a second thought or a by thought. The breath remains in your awareness as your focus. And then coming back into a neutral spine. Tucking the toes under, take the hands a little forward. Make sure your palms are nice and spread. Find your downward facing dog. Knees can be a little bent if you need them to. And then we'll make our way to the top of the mat. So you can do a couple little steps as you move forward. Feet hip distance, bring your hands to your shins. Take a halfway lift. And then down into a forward fold. Let's hold onto opposite elbows. Just for a moment here, just let the spine drip down. Remember today we're really trying to pay attention to the entire body. So take your awareness to your feet. For a moment, just lift and spread your toes. Feel how the arches of the feet activate and how that lifts all the way into the legs. Soften the toes back down. Make sure you're not gripping in the lower jaw. Relax through the neck and the head. Relax the arms down. Bend the knees from the bottom up. Start to roll the spine slowly up to stand. Look forward and loop the shoulders. Bring the palms to touch. Bring the big toes to touch. So finding our equal standing pose. We're just going to move through a simple little flow. So just breathe freely. Deep breath in. Release the hands. Exhale. Arms up. Inhale. And fold down. Exhale. Halfway lift. Step back plank pose. Lower the knees, lower yourself down, untuck the toes, and take your hands slightly forward, cobra pose to lift. Lower back down, come back onto your knees, set up for your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Try to remember which foot you step back with for your plank. Step forward with that same foot. Come into your halfway lift and into a forward fold. Come back into a halfway lift, but then keep lifting with the arms all the way up to stand. Bring palms to touch in front of the heart. Deep breath in. Release the hands, exhale. High mountain, inhale. And forward fold. Take a halfway lift. Step back with the second leg, plank pose. And knees down, lower down, untuck the toes. Cobra pose. And lower. Come onto the knees. Find downward facing dog. Switch your breath on. Nice deep inhale and exhale here. And then it's that second leg that steps through. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Continue up. Palms to touch. Hands to heart. Well done. Inhale. 2 more rounds like that. Exhale. Release the hands. Arms up. Breathe freely. And fall down. Halfway lift. Step back with your first leg, then second. Plank pose. Lower your knees or not as you come down to the floor. Find your cobra pose. Find your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. First foot to step through, second foot to join, halfway lift and forward fold. Halfway lift takes you all the way up, palms to touch, hands to heart.
Inhale. Release the hands, exhale. Last one, arms all the way up. And fold yourself down. Halfway lift. Second foot, then first foot steps back. All the way down for your cobra, or this time if you like, chaturanga takes you to your upward dog, thighs off the floor. And we'll all meet downward facing dog. Taking an in breath, taking an out breath. And then it's second foot, then first foot to the top of the mat, halfway lift. And forward fold. Halfway lift brings you all the way up to stand. Palms to touch and hands to heart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Well done. Bringing the hands to the hips, we're going to find our tree pose. So bringing the weight into the right leg, turning the left knee out to the side, so you can bring that left foot onto the right ankle. You can start to slide it onto the right calf muscle. Perhaps you stay here. If you can hold your balance here, bring your hands to your heart. Maybe you reach the arms all the way up. If you want to go a little deeper into the posture, you're going to slide that left foot up to the right thigh. Remember, the sole of the left foot is squeezing in towards the right leg. The right leg is squeezing in towards the sole of the left foot. So feel like you're squeezing in on your midline. Okay, wherever you are, you're holding the posture. Soften the ribs down, soften the shoulders, soften the face. Hold for 3 more breaths. Well done. And then after your third exhale, bring that left foot forward, left foot down, hands to heart. Switch that to the second side. Right knee out, sole of the right foot to left ankle. Slide it up, perhaps you stay here on the calf muscle, or you're bringing that foot all the way up, foot onto thigh, hands to heart, or hands up, firm through your standing leg a lot. Find a spot in front of you can focus on. Keep the head nice and still and level. Stay 2 more breaths. And then bring hands to heart. Bring right knee forward. Place right foot down. We're coming into a squat. So heel, toe the feet apart. Toes out, heels in. You're slowly going to sit yourself down as far as you can go. Lifting the heels if you need to. Such a nice posture to really get into the hips. And take a couple more breaths here. Well done. You're going to bring yourself to sit down on your buttocks. Bring the feet out in front of you. Reach your fingertips forward and slowly roll yourself down. If you're quite far down on your mat, you might just shift the body up a little bit. Feet are going to be hip distance. Bring the hands either side of you, taking a gentle bridge lift at first, just quite easy here, just so we'll take it easy rather, just so we introduce the shape to the body. Switching on the back line, knees moving directly away from you, squeezing shoulder blades together. And then from top to bottom, slowly start to roll down. We're going to do that again. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the posture. So pressing into the feet, raise the hips. And then see if you can bring your fingertips underneath you to interlace the hands. Okay? You're going to bring your elbows closer, your shoulder blades closer. Try straighten out the hands. Press the outer edges of the hands into the ground.
firm into the feet, firm into the back body as you open up top line of the body. Neck is neutral, head is neutral. Deepen the breath. Take 3 more breaths. Release the hands. Slowly from top to bottom, roll the spine back down. Keep yourself in a neutral spine for now. We're going to do 1 more like that. Nice big breath out. And then you'll press into your feet. Again, raise the hips. Take the second clasp of the hands. Again, roll your shoulders in underneath you. Press down to lift up. Nice big arch in the spine. Take 3 breaths. And when you're done, release the hands slowly from top to bottom. Roll the spine down. Well done. Take the feet a little wider than the hips. Open the arms out to the side, either elbows bent or arms straight. And just take the knees over to the right. Take the knees over to the left. And again over to the right. And then over to the left. Bring the knees up. Slowly bring the thighs to the chest to give yourself a nice tight little squeeze. Full body awareness. With your right thigh to your chest, extend your left leg forward. Open the right arm out to the side, roll onto your left hip, take right knee to the left. Let everything relax now. The body, the face, the breath. Roll back onto the spine. Switch legs. Left arm out to the side. Come onto the outer right hip. Come back onto the spine, readjust, squeezing the thighs to chest. We're going to move through some hip rolls here. So just moving the hips independently from one another, moving the knees apart and back together. Just breathing freely, abdominals can be nice and soft. And you can change direction. Let's reach arms and legs up to the sky and just start to move through some gentle wrist and ankle rolls. Make sure you change direction. And then just softening the legs. You can bring the hands down onto the belly or either side of you as we just take a moment just to let the legs drain. Gentle activation of the abdominals now. Just keeping the legs up into the air. And keep right leg up, place left foot down. Hold into the back of that right leg, maybe draw it a little closer. If it flex the ankle, maybe bring the hand up the thigh. If you've got your strap nearby, you can quickly strap the foot. You can hold onto the foot, just get a last little nice opening in the back line of that right leg. And then right foot down, switch. Holding the back of that left thigh or calf muscle or foot. And release. Left thigh and right thigh to chest. Take a full body stretch, reaching feet forward, arms back. And then just find your Shavasana shape, back of the hands to the floor, feet rolling out. Eyes can close. And we'll just take a moment in our Shavasana. So just our time for integration. Really nice time just to take a little pause. Softly inhaling and exhaling, and letting the breath move very naturally. If the mind starts to wander, just come back to the breath. Let's take 3 more nice long deep breaths here. Start to move your fingers, your toes, arms and legs as you make your way into a full stretch. And then the knees can bend, roll over onto your side. Take your time to slowly come up into a seat. Your palms to touch in front of the heart, relax the shoulders down. Close the eyes, take a little bow down of your head. Just in this gesture of balance, in a gesture of gratitude, a gesture of holding your own heart, having your own back, and being grateful that you showed up for yourself today. A last deep breath in together, and a sigh out. And the eyes can open. The gaze can lift. Well done for getting on your mat. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed that full round, full body practice. As always, if you loved it, save it, share it. And if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch. Have a beautiful day or evening further. Much love from me to you. And I look forward to seeing you on the mat soon again.